Hi, this is Tapcat. Welcome back to the last spell. We had a rough night, and we're starting day 9, and this is a really important day. We have got to find a way to ramp up our damage output right now, or I feel like we are not going to win this game. I'm fairly sure of that, actually. And if that sounds like I'm being overly pessimistic, I'm not saying we can't ramp it up. I actually think that we can. So what I want to do here, okay, it looks like there is no epic increase. There's no, you can get rare items production. Only 3% for 8,000. Let me just make sure. I could have swore last time it was an option, but I guess maybe it wasn't. Starting armor quality. Yeah, no, that's what we've got. So I can spend 5,000 to have an additional 10% chance, which I've bought the first 4, so I believe this would get me from 40 to 50% chance of it being at least uncommon. Or I can spend 8,000 and get another 3% chance for it to be rare. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I mean, I'm trying to swing for the fences a little bit. It's kind of where we're coming from. Let's claim some of this. Okay. Well, we have a bunch of items here. And that's a longbow. A quaff. Virtually, okay, plus 10% crit is really good. And of course, I love druid staves. Is Nils the one? No, he's got a short bow. Is Anita the one? No, she has a tome. It's Caden. Oh, crap. It must be Caden's second. Hold on. Swap sets, please. It's always just a teensy bit frustrating. All right. Well, it is a significant jump. I mean, you're looking at, okay, there's the base damage up top. But forget that for a second. Look down below where it's got the damage specifically for centipedes. And you're looking at 30 plus points of damage, for each shot. That's really good. Let's see. Entangle is just for slowing, so that's not really, going to do much. I'm sorry, what is this called? Bee sting. Bee sting is also like a 30 points. I started to say percent, although that's actually not far off from the truth as well. So I'm pretty tempted to take this. Now, obviously, you don't want to pass up on an epic item lightly. You're reducing his liability. All longbows have that, I believe. You get a little bit of a range damage bonus, which is nice. And then another 3%. So it's really like 9. And you get an extra range, which is great. But really, that's it. Like I'm getting a 9% damage bonus and 1 skill range. And, the flip side of that is a 33 or 35% boost probably for the staff. The other issue is I don't like the power set. I just don't, like everything is single target except this one. But the damage is crap. Look at that, 68 to 79. It slows them, which is nice. But I don't like the longbow. I like the rifle more than I like the longbow, and I don't really like the rifle. So the quaff is the only other one that's interesting to me for the simple fact, +2 skill range. I mean, holy crap, that's good. Like, I can't even tell you how much I could pair this quaff with this staff. Because the staff's biggest, weakness is that it does have a little bit shorter range than something like a tome. So to get +2 skill range, and oh, by the way, +10 crit would just be amazing. Or like if I gave this to Angelica, who already has a ridiculous crit rating, but realistically, I should give it to somebody who doesn't. But I think this is just too good. I think it's too good for Caden. But let's do this before we select that. Let's check the magic shop and see. Okay, so we know we don't want to use the scepter. Newsflash, I probably want this even less. You know what you could say, though? Well, do I have any weapon? I don't think I have a one-handed weapon that would make this good. And the same thing with the orb, right? I don't have... Well, this isn't even offhand. This is just you're using the orb. And the orb's another one. I've tried using it, and it's just not effective. It seems so good on paper, and it honestly isn't. This is a nice single target ability, but it's nothing special. Like the tome has a much better one. And likewise, I love the poison, but it seems like it doesn't start taking effect until later. And it never works for me the way I think it should on paper, except the death ray. But only if you get enemies that line up just so, and you can get there, and, then it's great. But you need a lot to go your way. So I don't really want any of these, which honestly makes me sad. I'm probably just going to sell the scepter. Because that's the best value I'm going to get. All right, let's look at what the bow you're made. I see a short bow, so right away, I'm interested in that for sure. Let's go to Rigoberto, because I got to be honest, I think I'm bailing on the crossbow rifle plan, man. I can't keep doing this. I need to do some damage. I mean... So, the base damage, of course, for the rifle is better, but, newsflash, you're talking about using 2 action points instead of 1. So if I use this ability, precise shot, twice, I'm at 178 to 266 compared to 124 to 146. It's not even close. And power shot is slightly less damaging, but I don't have as bad of an aim penalty. And then after that, oh my God, it's so heavily tilted. This thing the rifle slows them, which is great, but doing 38 to 40 damage instead of 155 to 186 of just hardcore damage. And look at it, you only get 1 more movement point penalty. I'm already slowing them down by 2 with this. And then again, like this thing does insane damage. Look at this. Okay, seriously, look at this. This short bow does 310 to 371 on up to 7 targets. Assassinate, uses the same number of action points and does 235 to 254 against one guy. It does use less mana. It's 1, but it also uses a movement point, so that kind of offsets it partly. Okay, so I don't give a damn about these stupid longbows. I'm taking the short bow. Okay. Before I say that, let's look at the others. And I only say that because if I end up getting a better short bow from one of the others, I might take the longbow to sell it. And we have all these others. Okay, so, I mean, this is kind of crap, right? It is a much better wooden rifle. This would up his damage there a lot. That's interesting. 89 to 133 base damage. How does that compare to this one? It's identical. Okay, but the difference is with this one, I mean, not that I really would have picked these bonuses, but I get plus 25% against isolated opponents and a little bit of dodge. Again, that's not really like, my jam, but whatever. And then we get another normal pistol. I mean, if I want to stay with the crossbow, let's do this. I want to be fair to the original plan, but I'm not going to stay with the plan. I can just tell you. So let's compare. Okay, it's a good jump, but it's much more of a token. Like, another 13 points of damage or so is fine. It ain't going to fix what's broken here. I mean, it makes Blaze better for sure. Blaze has been kind of a disappointment to me. And I think my problem is I haven't, I don't have enough propagation. It would be really much better, I think, if I had one more multi-hit and one more propagation. But I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take the most expensive item, which is the crossbow, as it turns out. And I'm going to sell it. And then let me go ahead and take this rifle. And I'm definitely taking this short bow. And then here, now that I know there isn't anything better for a magic user, I'm taking that. So let's go ahead and start divvying up some of this loot. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm giving him this. And I will... Let me think about this. Would I rather have the rifle as my backup? I feel like... Oh, hold on. I feel like I'd rather have these two. This gives me poison and blaze, which are a little bit different. I even have some armor piercing with the... I forget what it's called. But this thing, weak spot. So that's kind of a nice mix. And then let's give Caden this. And that'll really boost his damage. And then this is the better rifle. Okay, right now I don't have either one equipped, but that's all right. I think I screwed up and gave Rigoberto the crappy crossbow. Wooden hand crossbow. I guess I'm overstating it a little bit, but it's definitely worse. I see, because this one's steel. Apparently you do more damage with steel. And I'll be honest, if I reach a point where I can specialize, I'm probably going to do that. Because again, I'm just looking for any chance I can to upgrade damage. So speaking of which, here's what we're going to do. Now, I am going to take crit here. Even, by the way, if I had physical damage, I would take crit here because I think in a way that's almost my most important stat right now. Just from the standpoint of how important it is to have a chance to do double damage. And then I'm going to take accuracy because, again, she's been missing. She has. And if you don't hit, you're not doing literally any damage at all. Now, this is where I have a hard choice to make. I love this damn dagger. I really do. And by the way, I love the bonuses it's giving me. And she still has a rusty sword. Oh my God, that's bad. You know, if I specialize, maybe I should just keep this. Man, that would be ballsy. Let me hold off on that. Caden. I'm not taking move. God, why did I have to get rare rolls and move points for a guy who's probably going to stand on a watchtower the whole time? And armor. I'm just going to reroll. All right, well, magic damage, you know, that's good. This is a big jump in crit power. The problem is I'm a 5%, so, I mean, it's never going to trigger. I'll just do this. And, oh God, I love the tome. I'm going specialist. We have to get our damage up. Like, I just have to. So even though it breaks my heart to lose the tome, I love those things so much. I got to do what I got to do because we cannot have another night like we just went through. All right, Nils. Well, he's not going to get a chance to boost his crit or anything, so ranged it is, and then accuracy for the hits. Sure. Kind of wanted to take XP, even though there's only a couple of nights left for it to do any good. Honestly, I've been wondering whether I should even be looking for a replacement for him. I probably should not have recruited somebody as low level as he was. And I can't take specialist. I could take Soul Reaper just for the... I can't afford to do less damage, and with 12% crit chance, more crit power really doesn't do anything. I guess I'll just take Soul Reaper. Which does literal nothing to help him kill guys. That's the frustrating part. Okay. Is there an ability? Okay, I can take something from this row. Dodging an enemy attack. Well, what's my dodge? 4%. I'm guessing that's not going to do much. Landing a crit regenerates 1 mana. Mana isn't a problem for her. This is just unreliable. I don't trust it. It seems anytime you go, oh, more action points, but it's like, but am I really going to get more action points? If I'm attacking somebody inside the city all the time, I'm screwed already. Any applied debuff lasts +1 turn. I mean, she's got the dagger. It's okay. But let's be honest. How often does an enemy live to have the poison run its course now? It's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. Plus 15% crit when attacking an enemy with full health. Okay, that's actually really good. And that would push her to 45. which you could argue in a way is better than specialist. A 45% to do double damage. Although, I mean, don't get me wrong, 20% all the time is freaking amazing. All right, let me do this. I'm going to cogitate on that a little bit. Let me get some gold. All right. And I guess I should just do the other as well. I can't imagine I won't need all this. And then let's push the mist back. I need this too. Okay, so the toughest enemies are going to come from these directions. And these will be the easiest. So we'll have one guy each on these walls. Okay. Now. Oh, I didn't do this. Okay. So we've pretty much got the gold we're going to. I think what I want to do... Does this have any effect right now? Hold on. Let me do this. I don't really want to pay more money, for that. I'd much rather... let me do this. Upgrades. Yeah. I mean... Oh my God. I wish they didn't make it just so insanely expensive, Okay, that's only passive production. So let me go ahead and use a worker. And I didn't get anything. I'll use one more. All right. I'm just hoping we get, a sick item. I'm not sure this qualifies. Wow. Okay. Yay. This might be good for her because it'll give her better poison on her dagger and she doesn't propagate anyway. And I mean, I don't think she really needed more mana per se, but whatever, she's got some. Speaking of mana, let's check out who's got what. So I don't need to worry about her. Rigoberto's fine. She's fine. She's not fine. She needs 6 and he needs 11 and he needs, oh God. Okay. So we have half our squad needs real help here. He needs the most. I'm sorry, that's Caden. Okay. So that gets him to full. And then Nils needs 8. And she needs 6. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm sorry. I've already... He needed 8. All right. I use another worker. I don't think I can afford to go into this night anything other than, pretty full. Okay, Angelica. So Angelica uses the free one now. All right. So we have a couple people who are down like 1 mana, but nothing big. So we, the good news is we have managed to improve our damage dealing a fair bit. Like if you look at the fact that Rigoberto will be using this now, that's meaningful. That's going to do a lot more damage. Likewise, Caden should do a lot more damage. Am I satisfied? No, not really. And we still have some worker actions and we still have some gold. So let me do this. I don't think I want to spend. I think I'm content to sell from here. Because most of this stuff, like, it's not enough money that I think it's worth paying 70 gold, you know? And I don't think I want this wooden short bow. It's just too weak. So let's just start, you know, ditching some of this crap. I don't see any point in keeping that. I swear I just sold that. Oh, I'm just swapping. Oh, criminy, what an idiot. Hold on. Oh, you fool. Stupid fool. I've just been sitting here wasting time. I thought I was selling. I was like, hey, how come this list isn't getting any shorter? Now I don't even know what I have. Oh my God. Well, I think he must have been wearing these. There's only a couple of pair of pants. Wow, that's super annoying. I think this is the druid staff. There's only one other one here, and it's way weaker, so it's I must have the right one, but wow, that's just super embarrassing. Okay, what about this thing? I literally don't have another suit of armor, so this is what he had. Okay, let's go into the shop. That's how you do this. Criminy. Like I've never played the game before. Rusty two-handed sword. I don't want a two-handed sword, so I'm just going to sell that. Does this thing do anything we want? Yeah, why haven't I equipped this? That's the question. I must have just completely forgotten it. Well, that's rather embarrassing. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to just sell the offhand orb. We don't have any one-handed weapons anymore, so. Okay, let's sell that and that. And I don't want a thing that reduces my mana regen. I'm very tempted to save these for the last night. So I don't really want to get rid of them, but I will get rid of that. And I'm pretty sure we don't need this anymore. So we'll get rid of that. I'll keep the tome just in case, but let's get rid of the scepter. Oh, that's the good rifle. Okay, let's get rid of the crappy one. I don't mind keeping, you know, one each of stuff, even if I don't think we're, because I'm not like dying for space or anything, or even gold so far. So, all right. Here's a sword, which might be, crap. I hate that you have to go to this character and swap sets, then come back in here. But, oh well, boo-hoo-hoo. Wow, that's big. I mean, this is like half again as much damage. Oh, we need to look at this, I guess. 96, same damage. But this one has extra regen. I mean, this is definitely the one. It's 53 gold. I feel like it's worth it. And I don't have a production building for melee weapons. So let's do that. And then I might as well just sell the other thing because she's the only one who's going to use a sword. So there's no point. How's this thing compared to the one we just made? I mean, I love the fact that it has a little extra mana regen, but the one we have gives us damage. And by the way, we already own it, and I don't have to pay 38 gold to get it. This thing's fine. I actually, you know what? I'm going to get it. +7 propagation is pretty good. It's 57, which I don't love, but you know, whatever. Another Fey amulet. You know what? I'm going to buy this. Okay. So let's apportion this. So who do I want to give this to? This thing will improve your crit. It'll give you a little extra move, and it'll give you health, it'll give you armor. He's at 5%. I feel like getting him to 12 is just meaningless. She's at 30, so getting her to 42 could be very meaningful. She's already got a bonus move, but a lot of the stuff on here, I don't know how much she really needs, you know? Like extra mana regen. You know what? I don't really... I wish I hadn't done it now because she ended up like... I was at full health and now I'm not at full health. That's actually really annoying. Because now it doesn't trigger that one perk of hers. Plus 50% reliability. So it's like I have to heal her when she was already at full, but because I took the stupid pants off the wrong way, now she's lost that. So that sucks. Who was it that was lowest? I can't remember now. I think it might have been Caden. Let me just give him the mana potion. All right. Back to my question. I need to focus here. Who do we want to give more crit and health and all that to? Rigoberto. Okay. And again, now he's not at full health either. I mean, that is really annoying, actually, the way that interacts with with the rest of that one perk. I hate it. All right. I don't think there's anything else to get from the shop that we care about, is there? I mean... This thing isn't bad, but the 7% propagation damage is the main thing I look at. Like maybe for Anita, you know, with her lightning, that would be really good. Or somebody using bee sting, but This is actually pretty good. You know what? I'll buy that. All right. Who do we want to give this to? So, I mean, she has pretty garbage pants. Reliability is great for her, like it would be for anybody. More mana regen's fine, but let's see. Nils, if I remember right, used a ton of mana. So, you know, this would be good for him. Now, we just gave him one that's really good, though. And it has XP. And he really needs more XP, like, now. So, you know, maybe not. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I had the right idea in the first place. Let's just give it to Anita. And that's fine. That's good. Okay, how are we doing here? We've been doing this for a while, right? Yeah, we're at like 37 minutes. I haven't even started working on the walls yet. And as I said, this is a crucial night, but that doesn't mean I want to take, I should say it's a crucial day. It doesn't mean I want to take all day to record it. So, all right, we need to demolish this because it's basically paper mache at this point. Okay, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Boy, I tell you. Our poor walls. They got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. All right, those two are strong enough. I'll leave them. Okay, let's, oh, this has 2. Are you kidding me? This one is at 2. All right, so 1 hit and it's coming down. Man, I gotta be honest. I don't know if I have enough to do this. I think I do. Oh my God. But see, what's bad is I should be upgrading this stuff. You know, I should be upgrading it to the reinforced stone. And like I'm barely able to just replace what we had. Well, let's do this. I won't get much, but I'll do what I can. All right, that's it. So, and you know what I just realized is that I didn't build any watchtowers over here. Oh, how I need 33 to repair that. Oops. I wouldn't have minded building one over here either, but that's all right. I have this, which they can see through because I didn't upgrade them. Okay, we still have gold though, and so let me see. Can I upgrade this more? Yes. What? Here's my question, and it's a serious question. How badly do I need to upgrade our bows? She has one that can do 142 to 169. It's a +3 bow. Oh, wow. Okay, well, his is much worse. 119 and 124. Okay, so Rigoberto has the best bow of all of them, but I would definitely say another shot at a bow would be really good for us. Okay. What do you got for me? I don't care about these at all. Somebody mentioned in the comments, by the way, and it's a totally fair point, that I'll make comments like, I don't like this weapon or I love that weapon, but I don't necessarily always talk about why that is. The wooden crossbow, the two-handed one, sucks because everything is in a straight line. Like you have to stand in a spot and kind of shoot out in a straight row from that guy, you know? And it's very hard to always get positioning that way, especially in the later nights when the battlefield gets so crowded. It's just not really viable. So it does good damage when you hit and all that, but it's just, in my mind, it's not really a good weapon. Let's go ahead and take this. And I mean, it's not like there was anything else I cared about, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, this thing does pretty sweet damage. So Nils had the worst damaging bow, and this really brings him up. So let's do that. So this is all like, all of this matters. Everything that we're, you know, scraping out of here matters. Now, you know what I'm actually thinking? Since I have a ton of money, let me buy a scavenger camp because I kind of need it. I kind of need it. I will do that, I guess. That's actually awkward if I want to place a watchtower. Ugh. I hate how much room that takes up. Oh, what if I put it here? That's not bad. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do this. Do this. Upgrade scavenge. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that right now. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So we just got another 140 building materials. And I think what I should do is I want to at least have the option of a watchtower here. And maybe here. All right. And then with that, let's go ahead and upgrade these. And what about, like, it's really hard to catch. I'm not even sure that's the right spot, but I want to try to protect her tower, you know? So, all right. Well, listen. We still have some money left, so who's hurt? Freya is not at full health. Rigoberto's not at full health. Everybody else is. Let me go ahead and give it to Rigoberto, since I'm trying so hard. Oh, I don't have it. Free. Yeah, that's the one we want. I don't need that. Do this to Rigoberto. Oh, I didn't do it right. Got there. Okay. So you're at full now. Okay. I still have a crap ton of money. So the question is, can I just improve this more? And which is more important to improve? Okay, that one's already maxed out. This is just uses per production phase, so I'm not really worried about that. Let's go ahead and do this, because I'll get more weapons next time, next morning. And then what about the shop? Let me do this. Okay. I'm not going to worry so much about selling. Can I upgrade this? Sure. All right. All right. That's cool. Well, I think we've done what we can do. Oh, wait. Do I want to pick her perk? That's like the last thing. And I tell you what, I'm torn on this. But given the fact that we were able to get her a much more damaging weapon, and the fact that she gets some sick bonuses off of this thing, and I would lose that. Like if I kept the sword, and ditch the dagger, I'd lose all these bonuses. Or I keep the dagger and ditch the sword, but I'll really gut her damage potential. So let's do this. Let's use her perk on this. And then when I'm attacking enemies at full health, she'll have a 45% chance to crit. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. Okay, let's get people arranged. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to take Angelica and we're going to make her responsible for one area. Okay? Apparently I have to get her off of there. Okay, so we put her here because it's got one skull. The areas with two skulls, these are the directions more enemies will come from. Now, this is where it gets really difficult. Who else do we trust to carry that burden? Is it Caden? Is it Rigoberto, now that we've given him a really, really good bow? Actually, doesn't Nils have the best bow, even though he's lowest level? It's 161 to 196. I mean, that's way better than hers. Part of me is tempted to give her the better one. But I feel like he needs all the help he can get. So, do we want like the short bow guys to be the solo? I think so. They have more range. I'll go ahead and put Rigoberto over there. So, I'm going to start them outside the walls because they start so far away. And then definitely Anita over here. And sure, those two can pair up. And then we'll bring Nils down here. And who's my other one? Caden, right? So magic and ranged pair up. And magic and melee pair up. And then we have the two ranged guys over here. That's my plan. We were able to get significant upgrades for 4 of our 6 characters, right? She got the new sword. He got a big boost from the short bow, right? And then Anita's the same, but she was doing pretty well last time. Angelica was our star last time, and she's the same. But Caden got a big upgrade, and Nils got a big upgrade as well. Yeah, and Freya and Rigoberto. 4 out of the 6 got big upgrades in terms of their weapons. And, some perks. Like, I know I took Specialist on at least one. That's 20% more damage. So, all right, listen, we've done what we can do. And now we're going to find out. We're going to find out when we go to the nighttime. Is it enough? So that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope we see you next time when we'll find out if it's enough.